including storybooks, mystery books, comics, etc. But I have chosen this book, Solar System, written by Sarah Crudas. The solar system is made up of our star, the sun, and all other objects that revolve around it. It was formed around 4.6 billion years ago. Yes, you heard it right. 4.6 billion years. It was formed around. Many of my friends have already started getting goosebumps. Let me take you to the interesting and amusing journey of this book. It contains many facts regarding our star, the sun, alien hunters, space rocks, different planets, dwarf planets, etc. The list is endless. I got to know many interesting facts after reading this book, and I want to share some of them with you all. Do you know the sun's surface temperature is 5,500 degrees Celsius? That Saturn has 53 moons. That 1 year on Neptune lasts 165 Earth years. That Jupiter can fit all other planets inside it. That a dog called Laika was the first animal to orbit the Earth. Each and every chapter holds such an amazing story that mesmerized me like anything. Isn't it fascinating? Is there water on Mars? What is the sun's future? Which is the first spacecraft that landed on a comet? Answers to such questions are in this book. I recommend everyone sitting here to read this book at least once. The eye-catching pictures of this book will take you to another world, the world of space. This series has more books including the science, the earth, and animals, which also has more interesting facts. It is a must-read for all, as there is no age limit to gain knowledge, and knowledge is power. Thank you.
I am Arnajan from 3rd E. The book I am going to present is The Secret of the Fairies. The book is written by Arathi Kellogg. I chose this book because it is full of adventures, mysteries, and my favorite friendship. This story is about a magical world which is in danger. Tina, a very promising secret agent, went to Ireland to conduct research on Irish legends, where she came to know about a magical world, the land of Erin. Oh no! But Nina got missing during her mission, as if she is vanished. Now Thea's children and Thea's sisters are on their mission to search agent Nina. On their journey, they encountered fairies, pixies, and some other magical creatures. Some were helpful, but some made their journey more difficult with the magical tricks. Can Thea's sisters be able to find Nina? Can they save the land of Erin before it's too late? So friends, I recommend all of you to read this book to know more about this magical adventure. And you can read Thea's Children and the Journey to the Atlantis. Thank you.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Keya Daftary from class 3rd F and today I will present something different yet interesting. This book, The 7 Virtues in the Bath, was recommended me by one of my friends. It is adapted by Roll Wilson and Bob Williams. The authors of this book have so beautifully presented the 7 virtues and its character that one couldn't resist reading it. You might have heard the slogan from a favorite potato chips Lays, no one can eat just once. Similarly, I have made this slogan for this book. No one can read this once. There are several characters in the story, namely Sindbad, Hindbad, the Sultan of Baghdad, the king of ceremony, etc. etc. But my personal favorite character is Sindbad. Sindbad was a sailor from Baghdad. He used to trade with rare goods. He was kind and generous by nature. At the same time, he was adventurous and brave by heart. Sindbad the sailor is a fictional mariner and the hero of the story cycle of Middle Eastern origin. He has fantastic adventures, encountering the monsters and witnessing the supernatural phenomena. In true heroic style, he survived heroin and death situation, if only to live to tell the tale. I am thankful to my friend for recommending me for this book. This book is full of mysteries, surprises, and adventures. I suggest all of my friends to read this book. This book gives us a great moral. We never lose hope in our life. Have faith in ourselves. Last but not least, a special thanks to respected Keya ma'am to organize this event and give us a platform to present ourselves. Thank you all.
Hello teachers and dear friends. My name is Progress and I am in grade 3 elementary. Today I am going to talk about one of the great books I read so far. Jeremy Stilton, The Quest for the Paradise, The Return to the Kingdom of Fantasy. The author of this book is Elizabeth Dammy. She is an Italian author and is famous for her children's books. She is the daughter of the renowned publisher Piero Dammy. Our most famous work is the Jeremy Stilton book series, which has given her widespread fame. She gives the credit of the stories to Jeremy Stilton, who is the best-selling author and simultaneously worked as a journalist and editor for the fiction newspaper, The Rodden's Gazette. Jeremy Stilton is the publisher of The Rodden's Gazette, Mouse Island's most famous newspaper. In his spare time, Mr. Stilton loves collecting antique cheeses, playing golf, and telling stories to his nephew Benjamin. He lives in Mouse City, Mouse Island. This book is full of extraordinary adventures that will curl your whiskers. And this story takes place in a strange and magical land called the Kingdom of Fantasy. This book is a sequel to the first edition of the Jeremy Stilton book series. It is a 320 pages adventure book full of colorful images. In this story, the Queen of the Fairies persuades Jeremy Stilton to come back to the fairyland and help in the hunt for the true heart of happiness. In this edition, Jeremy's ride is the wings of a rainbow-colored dragon. He journeys through 7 fantasy worlds and embarks on an expedition which takes him to the land of sweets, my favorite parts, as well as the land of fairy tales. It is an interesting and unforgettable journey for him. This book is a work of pure fiction and imagination. The fiction world draws and attracts people of all ages towards it. So according to me, this book is a good read for juveniles and adults. Jeremy Stilton books have good vocabulary and age-appropriate content. They keep children intrigued by puzzles, maps for treasure hunts, and many brain teasers. These books are available at all bookstores, online, libraries, etc. According to me, one should not buy all the books even though they are very good, they are expensive too. So library is a better option and borrowing from each other is always a good thing in my opinion for any such good books. Thank you.
Hello friends, good morning. I am Prag Lunkar from 3rd H and today I am going to talk about one of my favorite books. Actually, I am an avid comedy reader and I have finished few of the titles. While I was searching for more funny and illustrated diary format reads, I found Liz Pishon's best-selling series Tom Gates. With approximately 15 books in the series, I found back blurb of first Tom Gates book very funny and interesting. The Brilliant World of Tom Gates is a comedy fiction filled with adorable drawings and fabulous kids-speak dialogues. It is about a boy named Tom who is irreverent yet a normal school kid and is more focused on doodling than his school work and takes much delight in teasing his elder sister Delia.
Tom's best mate is Derek Fingal, who is his next door neighbor. Tom and Derek are in a band called Dog Zombies. Tom is master of excuses for late homework like dog attacks, spilled water, lightning, etc. etc. Tom's exercise book is full of doodles, drawings, cartoons, as well as comments from his teacher, Mr. Fullerman. One day, Tom came to know that his favorite band, W3, is going to play concert in his town, and he manages to talk to his father for attending the band with his best mates, Amy Potter and Derek Fingal. His band, Dog Zombies, also got an opportunity to perform at the school concert. However, both the concerts end up being hysterically problematic. Among all the characters, Tom is instantly likable as he has a great sense of humor and his drawings make me smile. A Billion World of Tom Gates is a very easy, quick read. I enjoyed every moment reading this book. So I recommend this book to be both on young readers and grown-ups. According to me, another great read is Excellent Excuses from the same Tom Gates book series. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Devash. Discovering my storybook, I realized early this book is full of magic. Today, I am going to tell you about my favorite book named A Faraway Tree Adventure, the Land of Magic Medicine. Has written by Annie Bilton, illustration, cover, interior by Alex Peterson. Annie Bilton is the one of the best loved children's authors. This book is perfect for younger children. In this book, there are 4 children named Beth, Joe, Franny, and Cousin Rick. In this story, there is a huge tree named A Faraway Tree. What's special about this tree? Do you know? No. Living on this tree are many magical people. Like Moon is a big face as if a moon. Silky the Fairy with silky hair and wings. Saucepan old man and saucepan surrounding him. In this story, the children's mother was ill and how the magically people helped to recover their mother. The magical people decided to go on the land of magic medicine. Has came to the top of faraway tree. It was full of curious bottles and sparkling oceans. It was the perfect place to find the medicine. The many incidents occur on the land of magic medicine. Those were very funny. They made me laugh. This story teaches us to be kind and helpful. This story is wonderful and I really enjoyed it. You must read it and you can get this book from Amazon or Crossword. Thank you.
Good morning, my respected teachers and all my dear friends. I am Sanisha Gupta from 3rd F. As you all know, today we are here to talk about our favorite books. I am going to talk on one of my most favorite books, Bal Ramayana. It is written by the most famous writer, Sri Guru See, I have read so many mystery, comics, stories, mythological books, but the book which influenced me the most is my favorite mythology. School one day, he heard her teacher telling the quick brown fox cub jumps over a lazy dog. The other readers of this book are Jungle School, Circus One, A Day in the Life of T-Rex and many more. You can find this book at Amazon, the book Distority. Now I would like to tell you the sentence with all the letters in it. The sentence is, the quick brown fox cub jumps over a lazy dog. Now you would know the main character of this book is Frisk, who is eager, fun-loving and adventurous. Thank you. Good morning everyone. In my holidays, one day I was really bored. I didn't want to read, but suddenly I looked at this book. I read the title. It was interesting. So I read some sentences and more until the book was done. So friends, are you a fan of adventure stories? Yes! So this book is all about adventures, magic, mysteries and monsters. Today I am going to talk about Summer of the Sea Serpent, a Merlin mission by Mary Pope Osborne. In this book, and illustrated by Sal Murdoka. In this book, my two favorite characters, Jack and Annie. Now Jack and Annie are wondering about what's their next adventure. They've got to go to the tree house. There, Jack found a pail of blue shell from Merlin with a rhyme written in it. Now Jack and Annie's new journey begins. They've done what Merlin, the magician, told them to do. Find the sword of light before the night falls. In their journey, they crossed the cave of Spider Queen. So disgusting, they even changed into seals and swam with a young sorcerer and a young girl. And they answered an ancient question by the giant sea serpent. So friends, if you really want to know how did Jack and Annie feel when they were seals, did they successfully give the sword of light to Merlin? Then read the book Summer of the Sea Serpent. Well friends, every book teaches us something. In this book, Jack and Annie taught me courage through their adventurous adventure and profound friendship, and how they stuck it out through thick and thin from start to finish. I know now you all are eager to read this book for all your answers. Yes! And apart from this, you can also read Grandma's Bag of Stories by Sudha Murthy, Emilia Jane by N.L. Tinkle, and many more. Thank you. Thank you.
Switch on, Meetika. Switch it on.
Ordinary Shoes is an interesting story written by Fozia Gilani Williams. The book is illustrated by Nilufer Wadia. The central character of this story is a shopkeeper named Adil Ali, and the story is about his old shoes. Adil Ali's friends liked him because he was a kind person, but nobody liked his shoes. The shoes were old and worn, patched and sewn in so many places. They didn't look good, but still, Adil loved them a lot and he thought they were very comfortable to wear.
On the festival of Eid, Adil's friends decided to buy him a special gift. They presented him with a pair of shiny brown shoes. It was now time for him to dispose of his old shoes. With a heavy heart, he picked them up and threw them into the river. But what happened? They got entangled in Fisherman Joseph's net. The angry fisherman returned them to Adil, was surprised to get his shoes back. The second time, early in the morning, he reached the marketplace and climbed a big mulberry tree. He then wedged his shoes into a cluster of branches. However, a strong wind blew and Adil's shoes fell down on Karam's donkey. Ha ha ha. The donkey created a lot of trouble for all the vendors in the marketplace. All the vendors decided that this had to stop once and for all. They all marched to Adil's house and returned the shoes to him, asking him to keep wearing them. That was what Adil always wanted, and he was glad he could use his old shoes again. Well, this is an interesting and humorous story, and I recommend it to my all friends. Thank you.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Priyanka Bodiwala and I am in grade 3 elementary. Today, I would like to talk about the book I read during our Diwali break, The Secret Seven, written by the famous children's author Enid Blyton. It is a genre of children's literature mystery. It is about problem solving and teamwork. So let me tell you about the children playing as little detectives in the book. The Secret Seven are Peter, Janet, Jack, Barbara, Pam, Colin and George. They are a secret club who enjoy having an adventure and like helping charity in fun ways. The Secret Seven have unique badges for the Secret Seven Society. Once, while making snowmen, Jack loses his badge and decides to find it later in the evening. And here, the story takes a turn and the children get a mystery to solve. The children unfolds the mystery with their hard work and bravery. It was so exciting when the children decided to dress up as snowmen to solve the mystery. I read this book 5 stars. When I read it, I couldn't put it down and I kept on reading till the end. I recommend this book for children who like adventures and mystery books. This book is available at British Council and Crossword. Before I end my book talk, I would like to share a ritual that we follow at our home. It is called the Dear Time. Drop everything and read, where we stop our routine work and read something we like. Books, magazines and newspapers. I request all my dear friends to read and make it a part of your daily routine. Thank you for listening.
Very nice.
Hello friends, my name is Rivansha. Today I am going to talk about a book named The Chocolate Chase. What a lovely day it is. Birds are chirping around, the breeze is blowing softly through my whiskers and the sun is shining brightly. Today is the Spring Festival. What a perfect day for New Mouse City's annual Spring Festival. I am so excited to visit the Mouse Bird exhibit and ride. Wait, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Jenny Mustilton, editor-in-chief of the Rodents Gazette, the most famous newspaper on Mouse Island. I run a newspaper, but my true passion is writing adventure stories. Hello friends, I am Ridan Shah. My most favorite books are of Johnny Mustilton. I have read many of them. Today I would like to summarize the book named The Chocolate Chase. It is a fiction book, stories which are not real. It is written by an author named Elizabeth Demi. I have chosen this book as I like the way Johnny Mustilton is adventurous, enthusiastic in helping and solving any mysteries.
of the story are Geronimo Stilton, editor of newspaper, Ralph Stilton, Geronimo's cousin, Thea Stilton, Geronimo's nephew, Thea Stilton, Geronimo's sister, Benjamin Stilton, Geronimo's nephew. It was spring in New Mouse City. We exchanged chocolate eggs with fellow mice and compete in a baking competition. This year there was also a special 12 priceless mousebird egg in New Mouse City. I am so excited to visit the mousebird egg exhibit and write an article about it. But oh no, my friend Hercule informed me that the egg has been stolen. He needs help from me to find out this secret issue. We have to find out before the exhibit opens tonight or the whole spring festival will be ruined. Could I be able to find the special egg? Could I be able to chase it down? If you are an adventurous person, you would like these books. There are many other reads such as Mouse in Space, The Phantom Bandit and many more. I have read more than 50 of them and all are great fun to read. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Keya. I am from class 30. Today I am going to tell you about a book which I read in my real vacation. The name of the book is The Magic of the Lost Temple, written by respected Sudha Murthy and illustrated by Priyankar Gupta. This book is about Nooni. Who is Nooni? Nooni is a city girl who visits her grandparents' village in Karnataka. She is bold, determined, sporty and adventurous. This book revolves around her in her flurry of activities in the village. This book reminds me of the time I spent with my grandparents. My favorite incident of the book is when Nooni is learning to cycle with her new friends. Things get exciting when Nooni stumbles upon an ancient fable stepwell in middle of the forest near the village. So I strongly recommend you to read this book as
Book by Ramayana. The word Ramayana literally means the march of Ram in search of human values. This story is a narration of the childhood, married life, king's life, and struggle of Ram to rescue his wife Sita from the demon king Ravana. Whole Ramayana is divided into 7 cantos. Balkand tells us about the childhood of Ram. Ayodhya Kand tells us about the Ram's life in Ayodhya until his banishment of 14 years. Aranya Kand tells us about the Ram's life in forest and Sita's abduction by Ravana. Friendship Kishkinda Kand tells us about the Ram's friendship of Ram with the monkey king Sugriv and meeting of Ram and Hanuman. Sundarkand. Hanuman sought Sita and Ram passed to Lanka. Lanka tells us about the Ram's life in Ram battled with Ravana and victory of good over evil, recovery of Sita and return to Ayodhya. Uttarakhand tells us about the Ram's life in Ayodhya as a king and birth of his 2 sons, Love and Kush, Sita's testy innocence and Ram's demise. Ramayana is a real example how God has to act in this world when he has to incarnate as a human mortal. Ram is a role model as an ideal human being. He was a devoted son, loving and caring brother, loving husband, and a great warrior and a noble king. I bet you will feel a light heartwarming experience. After reading this book, you will not only smile, but you will cry and feel excited to face all the coming challenges in your life calmly. So, I request you to read this book and get more knowledge about Ramayana. Thank you.
morning, friends and my respective teachers. My name is Kanish Mandoi and I am from class 3rd G. Today, I have a great book to tell you about and it's one of my favorite books. Its name is Geronimo Stilton's The Hour of Magic, 8 Adventures in Kingdom of Fantasy. This book tells us how Geronimo traveled two places, Land of Time and Land of Witches. He did this because all the powers of Queen of Kingdom of Fantasy was with the Queen of Kingdom of Witches. The author of this book is Elizabeth Town. She is an Italian author. This is an adventurous book. Do you all like adventures? Yes! Me too. This book reminds me the adventures I did with my father while traveling Dharamshala and Dalhousie. This book made me feel very adventurous. It was so awesome when the witches of Kingdom of Witches welcomed Geronimo and didn't identify him in his new dress, new costume. You should read this book because a person who likes to do adventure in his life should read this book. If you want this book, you can find it at Crossroads. Thank you.
Respected teachers and dear friends, good morning. Today in Book Talk, I want to talk about a book I recently read. The book is about a pig who is born drunk, so the family decides to kill the pig. But fate has other designs. A girl named Fawn tries to convince her parents to let the pig live. She succeeds and thus starts the wonderful story of Wilbur the pig. Wilbur lives on a farm in the barn. He is surrounded by helpful, understanding and empathetic farm animals. The most amazing part I loved about this book is how the animals make plans to save Wilbur from getting killed. How a very small insect like a spider could weave webs in a web amazed me. This book is funny with a strong message of showing empathy towards fellow living creatures. I loved the book, but hey, I forgot to tell that the name of the book, which is Charlotte Web by E.B. White. A must-read book and I am sure you will love reading it. If you want to get this book, you can get it from Crossroads. Thank you.
Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer is wonderful book by an author named Mark Twain of a young boy who is naughty, adventurous, intelligent, and courageous. Born in Missouri. Tom is an awful boy. Live with his Aunt and his friend. He likes fishing. If he doesn't do something wrong, but he can't stay away from trouble. When weather is good, he skips wooden goes, he will swimming and roams around countryside to meet his friends. This story makes you giggle and laugh. Toms get nice to get into your house. All it says that we have a little Tom Sawyer in us.
Very good. Very nice.
Good morning, respected
respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Nirvi and today I am going to speak about a book which I read recently. During my Diwali vacations, I went to Jaisalmer and Jodhpur. In Jodhpur, we visited Guptavar Palace. In its souvenir shop, I saw a book titled Rajudha and the Curse of Hermit and bought it at once. It was written by Subhadra Sen Gupta and illustrations by Tapas Guha. It is an interesting story of Mehrangarh Fort located in Jodhpur, Mihir Bhin's son and Gad Bhin's fort. It was built at the top of the hill so that enemies could not attack easily. It was built by the Rajput king Rajudha in 1459. During the process, he was cursed by a hermit that his kingdom will face many droughts. To save the people of his kingdom, King Rajudha called a water expert Gajra. Gajra suggested to build water tanks at the bottom of the hill so that water can be stored during rains and used during droughts. But what idea Gajra suggested to carry water up to the king's palace? To know this secret, you must read this book. In this book, my favorite character is Pilchu. He is a hardworking who helps Gajra in his work and learns all wisdoms from him. But he doesn't do his favorite work of stone carving. He wanted to become a Silvata. He teaches us that we should do the work that we love. I love this book and I am sure if you like history and learning new things will surely love this book. So please read this book and know the importance of water conservation. Thank you.
Hello dear teachers and friends, I am Dhyana Parekh from 3G to talk with you here regarding my favorite book. I have a great book to tell you about. Actually, it's in series, a big series like The Karate Mouse, The 13 Ghosts, Cat and a Mouse in a Haunted House, Who Stole the Mona Lisa, etc. etc. Have you any idea about these book names? Series and the title of Wait. And the title of today's book talk is The Hunt for the Colosseum Ghost. The writer and author is of course Elizabeth Demi, an Italian author. This book has characters including Geronimo, a lone and brainy mouse main character, Keya, Geronimo's sister and special correspondent, Trap, an awful joker, Geronimo's cousin and owner of the store, Benjamin, a sweet and loving 9-year-old mouse. This interesting book has colored printing and nice pictures. See. Free time at home, I love to read these books. It made me feel really fresh and happy. It was so awesome that how Geronimo reacts with others and take care of his little nephew Benjamin. Whenever you get time, once you should read these books because it has interesting writing and stories in it. You can find it online in crosswords and also with me. Anyways, friends, I hope you like Geronimo's Children's series. Stay happy and happy reading. Thank you all.
Good morning teachers and my dear friends. I am Prakhar and I am going to talk about the book The Quick Brown Fox Cub, which is written by Julia Donaldson. It is an adventurous book. Friends, can you guess a sentence which has all the letters of alphabet in it? Well, it is a difficult task. I would like to tell you that this book contains such a sentence. I will talk about this while narrating the story. In this book, there is a fox named Fisk. He loves exploring. His mom says those nights are for exploring and days are for sleeping. But he can't stop going for his adventures. He follows a girl named Jenny to
You live in a big city. You might not have come across the village life yet. Thank you.
My name is Manya Thakkar. Today I am going to tell you about the book Secret 7 Adventure. It is the second part of the Secret 7 series. This is a fiction book written by Enid Blyton. She wrote many other mystery books like the Mystery series, the Secret 7 series, the Famous 5 series, etc. Do you know why I chose this book? I chose this book because I love mystery books and Secret 7 is one of the best mystery books. Now I'll tell you about the Secret 7 team. The Secret 7 Society is a group of 7 detective friends. The team consists of Peter, the head of the society, Janet, Peter's sister, George, Jack, Pan, Colin and Barbara. They solve different mysteries and help people. They usually hold their meetings in a shed behind Peter's house. The door of the shed opens by a password set by the team. Now I'll tell you the story of Secret 7 Adventure. Once the Secret 7 decided to play a game American Indians in Little Thicket behind Milton Manor. While playing, Peter and Colin saw a man running away. After listening to the radio, they found that Lady Lucy Thomas's pearls were stolen. They told about it to the police. They suspected the man as the thief whom they saw running away. But how to find that man? Well, it was a difficult task, but the Secret 7 decided to find him anyway, as they were expert at solving mysteries. While searching the clues, they found a one-legged man's stitch marks, a red and blue design set, and a cap. They suspected that the thief was an acrobat, as the wall of the mansion was very high that an acrobat can only climb it. They went to the circus in search of an acrobat. Peter and Colin went many times there and gathered all the information. However, going to the circus at night was very risky and they had to face many difficulties. Even once, Peter and Colin got injured while hiding in a caravan. In the end, they found the pearls. But who was the thief and where were the pearls hidden? Friends, we have to read this book to know the most exciting part of the story. My favorite character in the story is Peter, who is very brave. And I truly loved reading this book as each and every page made me so curious and excited to know what happens next. All mystery lovers must read this book as well as the other parts of the series. Thank you.
Keep it over it, beta. Keep it over. Yeah.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Dhwani and I am from Standard 3G. We all enjoy adventure, fantasy, surprises, don't we? Well, the book I am going to talk about has all of these and much more. Presenting The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum and illustrated by Van Gogh. Frank Baum is an American author famous for the Oz series and he has written 14 books of it. This book tells us about the adventures of a young girl named Dorothy and her dog Toto. Dorothy and her dog Toto are in the land of Munchkins after being swept away from Kansas in a tornado. Now let's meet the characters.
This is Dorothy and her dog Toto, who want to go back to Kansas with Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. This is the Tin Man who wants a heart. This is the Cowardly Lion who wants some courage. And a Scarecrow who wants a brain. If they want all this, they must meet the Wizard of Oz who lives in the Emerald City. Are Dorothy and her friends able to meet the Wizard of Oz? Is the wizard real? Is Dorothy able to go back to her home? Well, to know all this, you must read this book. My favorite character in this book is Dorothy, as she is always positive in all the situations and encourages her friends too. This book teaches us that we must never lose hope, treasure our friends, and believe in ourselves. If you like this book, then you would surely like Alice in Wonderland too. This book has also been made into a movie. You can buy this book from Crossword online and from good libraries. Thank you.
It should be yummy and good for your tummy, says the famous chef Crowded. Good morning, friends. I'm Meetika Sharma, and today I'm going to talk about the book, The Friendship Recipe. It is a Oxford Academy series, children's fiction book by Keya Daftary. Friends, although the series claims that the author is Keya Daftary, but the real author is Elizabeth Denny. Cheese and Crackers. The young mouse sits at Oxford Academy, a course by Henry Eating by none other than the famous chef Crowden. To add to the enthusiasm, the chef announced is a cooking competition. Guess what? This cooking competition will be featured in the famous TV show Nelly Nibbles with Chef Crowden. Keya's sisters and their friends are all excited for the cooking competition, which will be shooted in their campus only. Pam is super excited as her brother Vince has come to visit her. On the day of the competition, the participants are divided into 4 teams as shown here. Now the story gets thrilling as the competition, which had 4 rounds, ends with a tie. A tiebreaker is announced, in which the team leaders of each team have to prepare a dish which should be yummy and good for your tummy. So friends, now find it out for yourself who wins the competition. This reading level 4 book is sure to keep you gripped till the end through its journey of the cooking competition. So friends, don't miss out this fun-filled book. Thank you.
I have to start. Hello friends, my name is Reshna Mehta and today I have brought a mysterious storybook for you to read. My book's name is Just in Time Abraham Lincoln. This book is written by Patricia Polanco. She belongs to the family of storytellers. She has specialized in Russian and Greek paintings. Maybe that's why the illustrator of the book is herself only. I have read few books this year, but this one touched me more because in this book there are 2 kids almost of our age and like us, the slaves of the gadgets like mobiles, iPods and iPads and all. Just before they went to war museum. War museum sounds boring, huh? That's what happened to Michael and Derek also. When they heard their grandma strictly denied them to use any electronic gadgets, they resisted her as they thought the trip would be boring without the electronic gadgets. Another shock their grandma gave to them was a visit to a war museum. So when their train stopped to Harper's Ferry, they didn't even like to meet Mr. Potiphar, the caretaker of the museum. But the part which I like the most comes here, that Mr. Potiphar sets a nicely organized plot. He offered the boys to play the mysterious game. It was time bound, and if the boys could not make it in time, they would lose their lives. Once the boys got ready to play the mysterious game, Mr. Potiphar sent them back in 1862, the time of Civil War in United States. There, the boys experienced the real battlefield, the real people with rifles, cannons, and other weapons, and bloody streets of Antietam, sad part of the war. There, the boys saw the tragic aftermath of war, and to their surprise, they met face to face with the 16th President of United States, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, which made them think, was it a game or reality? The mysterious game had just begun. There is lots more to read. So friends, what do you think? Were they really stuck in the history? If yes, then they have to come back in the recent time. Did they ever meet their grandma again? Was it a game or reality? So friends, for this all information, you have to read Just in Time Abraham Lincoln's storybook. I bet you friends, you all are still wondering about what would have happened to Michael and Eric. Moreover, in this book, we get so many new words. This book is recommended for ages 7 and 7 up. Thank you.
What if we get a chance to remain a child forever? Amazing, isn't it? Hello friends, I am Keya Shah from 3rd G. I read an amazing book titled Peter Pan, This Diwali Vacation. Originally, it was written by James and Barrie, but I read a version written by Michael Douzin. Peter Pan is a mischievous boy who can fly and lives in a magical land. The most interesting thing about him is he never grows up. This particular book is about 3 siblings, Wendy, Michael and John, who are taken to Neverland, where all get into war with evil pirate Captain Hook. The adventures with the siblings also leads to a war with 2 best friends, Tinker Pan and Peter Pan. If you wish to know what happens next, you got to read this amazingly engrossing story. I must tell you, the book reminds me about me and our magical team. I wish that Peter Pan also makes me a part of this world. The part where my favorite character, Tinkerbell, risks her life for Peter Pan, touched me the most. It is the sweetest example for love and friendship. I strongly recommend you all to read this story if you like magic and adventures. You will get this book on internet or any library. Reading is living 1,000 lives in one, so never stop reading. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Darsh. Today I am going to talk about this book, Island of Dragons by Geronimo Stilton. The author of this book is Elizabeth Demi. Illustrator is Sylvia Begolin and its genre is fantasy. I, as a reader and picture intensive and like pictures in book, I find books without colorful pictures unappealing. This book was also packed with colorful pictures. I like this book because it creates thrill, drama and suspense for me. You should also read this book because it will all engage you to the dream-like story. The book involves Geronimo Stilton as a knight and has to search for 5 dragons from to accompany him to rescue 5 kidnapped princesses. He has to find the dragons from a mystical island of dragons. The main characters of the story are Geronimo Stilton and 5 dragons, namely Waverly, Maple, Harmon, Moodle, and Pieko. My favorite character is the hero Geronimo, who is brave, fearless, kind, do not see anyone in pain. These character traits will make my favorite character. This book is recommended for 7 to 12 years old, and I hope you read The Island of Dragons by Geronimo Stilton. Other suggested reads are The Happy Birthday Geronimo, The Missing Movie, The Mouse House Hunter, and The Flight of the Red-Handed. You can find these books online or thank you.
Bus ma'am, 2 more.
I'm going, madam.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. I'm Vanshika from 3rd G. So friends, can anybody tell me which character is this? Yes, friends, you got it right. So friends, that now do you know how interesting character Mowgli is? Let me brief you a story about the Jungle Book Mowgli Rescue. In 1894, Rudyard Kipling wrote his very famous story, The Jungle Book. This story is full of interesting animal characters, a fearless young boy and an action-packed plot. Kipling tells the story of little Mowgli, a village boy who falls into the hands of a pack of wolves who raise them as their own in the Indian jungle. He was fed, protected and sheltered by them. The story revolves around Mowgli, his jungle family, Kaa, Baloo, Akela, Blackie, Sher Khan, his mother and father, Grey, Bagheera. As Mowgli matures, he starts to understand the law of the jungle, and then the book follows his many adventurous stories along with lively, colorful illustrations. It shows us the amazing bond between the man and the beast. The stories will help you understand the meaning of true friendship. It arises a flame of animal love in human heart, and I'm sure it is going to arise in your heart as well. So just go and pick this book from the nearest store or buy it online. And don't forget to share the reviews with me. Thank you.
Teachers and my dear friends, I am Aritra Sharma from 3rd G. Today I am going to speak about a very good book which name is Geronimo Stilton Journey Through Time. The author of the book is Elizabeth Adami. Geronimo Stilton is the main character of the book, and the orator means the story is in his words. He is the editor and the publisher of the Rodden's Gazette. This is Keya Stilton. She is the sister of Geronimo. This is Tap. He is the brother of Geronimo and the prankster. This is Benjamin. He is a cute little nephew. This is Professor Paws Von Wald. He is a scientist. This time Professor has made a time machine and invited Geronimo and his friends to travel with him. They went to prehistory, ancient Egypt and in the medieval period. They saw how dinosaurs became extinct, the Great Pyramid of Giza was built, and how was life at King Arthur's court. I got goosebumps in the book when Geronimo was almost eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I recommend to read this book because This book is very easy to read and difficult words are highlighted. And this book is good for the kids for my age. You can find this book at Crossword or at online too. Thank you.
Good morning, friends and respected teachers. I am Dipanshi Shah from 3rd A. Today I am going to present the book talk. I got this envelope. This is the 5th envelope. I got it, but not me. Ding Duncan has got it. Books not inspire, but gives us knowledge. It enhances our vocabulary and boosts our confidence. I love to read short story, novel, comic books, and especially mystery books. This is a A to Z mystery, The Empty Envelope by Ron Roy, illustrated by John Steven Gurney. In this book, there are 9 chapters and 78 pages. The main characters of this book are Dink, Josh, Ruth Rose, and Doris Duncan. But my favorite character is Ruth Rose because she never gives up till she solves the mystery. I read for 20 to 40 minutes. The other famous books that Ron Roy has been written are The Canary Capper, The Absent Author, The Bell Bender, and many more. There is a young boy named Dink. He has friends, Josh and Ruth Rose. Dink is getting letters from someone in New York, but he doesn't know anybody in New York. When he opened the 5th envelope, it was empty and there was a stamp of an upside down airplane. Cost $50,000. Oh my God! Doesn't it look odd? What happens when someone comes to look for an empty envelope? This is a great little mystery book. It takes you long to read it, but it's amazing to know what happened at the end. How these 3 little champs solve this mystery. So get this book now. This book is available in Crossword, Book Fair and online too. This is a wow book for me because of the author's ability to keep me on the edge of my seat throughout the story. I recommend this book to the children who loves adventures and mysteries. Thank you.
Hello friends! Do you ever imagine animals talking and living like us, humans? Did you like the cute little mouse Stuart from the movie Stuart Little? If yes, then you will surely love reading the fantasy book series of Keya Daftary and Geronimo Stilton written by Elisabetta Dammi, an Italian author. Today, I am going to tell you about one of the books of this series, Keya Stilton and the Madagascar Madness. This book is about an adventure camp, a forest survival competition in Madagascar, which is the 4th largest island in the world along the eastern coast of Africa. The main characters of the story are the Keya sisters named Colette, Nikki, Paulina, Pamela and Violet, and their friends from Green Mice organization, Michael and Emma. The friends loved exploring the forest and learning about many plants and animals. They also faced many challenges of survival in the forest with courage and confidence. But they soon found that there was an environmental emergency. A few endangered animals were under threat. Sounds interesting, isn't it? So go ahead and read the entire book to find out if the mouselets could help before it was too late. And don't forget to explore the entire fantastic book series of Keya Daftary. I'm sure you will love it. Thank you and happy reading.
Hello everyone, my name is Diani. I'm from 3rd C. The book which I'm going to talk is The Hunt for the Golden Book. The author is Elizabeth Dammi. The book is about Mr. Geronimo, Mrs. Tia, Mr. Benjamin, Mr. Trap, and the old grandfather named Willem.
What's the summary? Yes, the summary of the book tells us that Germino and his family are engaged by a marriage